What's shaking, guys? MagicActivatr here, back at it again for episode number 19 of our Pokemon Soul Silver Randomized Nuzlocke. Now, in the last episode, we made our way through routes 38 and 39 and battled some trainers. We stopped off at the Moo Moo farm and saw a poor, sick Miltank that was not making any milk, so we gave it some orange berries. Unfortunately, it's still not quite feeling better just yet, but if we can find some more orange berries, we may stop by and try and help it out a little bit more. But we did make it here to Olivine City in the last episode. We did get an encounter as well, so if you missed all of that, you should definitely go and check it out. But today, what we're going to be doing is some exploring around. We got some encounters that we can get. We're going to talk to some people, and we may even go ahead and do some training in the Lighthouse. So if you are hyped for some more Pokemon Soul Silver and want to show your support on this series, be sure to hit that like button down below for us. Give it your magic touch because your support is always greatly appreciated. But let's jump in and go over our team really quickly. I went to my Pokedex instead of my Pokemon, which is kind of awkward, but we're gonna go ahead and go over our team. Up front is Pearl, our Dragonite, level 24, holding the Draco plate to power up its Twister, also rocking Slam, Dragon Rage, and Thunder Wave. Up next is the starter you guys voted for, Bellarive, our Milotic, level 25, holding the Lucky Egg with Surf, Twister, Water Pulse, and Recover. Then we've got Juvia, our Kingdra, our third Twister user, rocking out at level 27, holding the Splash Plate to power up its Bubble Beam. And like I said, it's got Twister and Smoke Screen and Focus Energy as well. Next up is Charlie, our Charmeleon, holding the Quick Claw with Cut, Dragon Rage, Ember, and Smoke Screen. Then we have Livewire, our Electabuzz, level 28, we might as well call him Thor because he battled the gods and won, living on 1 HP against an Arceus, which was absolutely crazy. Level 28, it's got the Zap Plate to power up its Thunder Punch, also rocking Quick Attack, Low Kick, and Extra Sensory. And last but certainly not least is Vadi, our Dusknoir, level 27, holding the Choice Band with Headbutt, Shadow Sneak, Pursuit, and Confuse Ray. So anyway, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and I guess the first thing is first. Let me make sure. I'm pretty sure there's not. Oh, there is. Why was I thinking? No, it's Cianwood that there's not a traditional mart, and you have to come back here if you want to get like items and stuff, which is kind of a bummer. And also, we can't get Ultra Balls here either, which is a pain in the butt, to be honest. But I can buy some more Great Balls at least. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna buy 21. Hashtag old memes. And let me go ahead and get some more super potions as well. Yo, it's easy to just like run out of money in this game, man. Like, it's so crazy because they're so generous with money in like Sun and Moon and stuff like that, and then you come back and play a game like this and it's like, man, I've been struggling for cash this entire time. I need an amulet coin, to be honest. But let's do some scouting here. I feel like there's definitely got to be an item at this rock. It's a white herb. You conch elder better have a white herb because I'm intimidating like Lando. Yo, throwback to the Poliwrath tag. Let's talk to this guy. I'm looking for this Pokemon. If you have a Krabby, will you trade it for my Voltorb? Don't have one, and I will not be trading you. I really don't know how to handle that anyway. I feel like I'm not really interested in the trades anyway since they're not randomized. But anyway, whenever I get in trouble, Daddy always scares me. What? Along the way to Cianwood, there are 4 deserted islands. Bad kids are taken to the islands as punishment. Oh, okay. My sister gives me lots of seals. Here, have some. Oh, you don't have a seal case. All right. This is a 410 game, so the seal case was a thing. The seal cases were actually pretty cool. If you don't know what that was, basically in 4th gen, you could kind of customize your animation when you sent out Pokemon, because you could use these seals and they would basically do different things. Like, you had some that would make like kind of like firework explosions. Some looked like letters and stuff, so you could spell stuff out like that. It was pretty cool. Dark roads are dangerous at night, but in the pitch black night, the sea is even more treacherous. Without the beacon from the lighthouse to guide her, no ship can sail. I can't rock climb to get down there and get that item, but I probably could surf over there to get that one. But before we get into all that, you know what? Let's go ahead and do our encounters, because there are a couple encounters we can get. This guy is not a trainer. Hey, great waves here. No one can resist such good waves. Are you a trainer? No, you're not. Glad to meet you. I'm Monica of Monday. Yo, breaking the fourth wall, Monica. How you gonna do that? How you gonna do that? As a token of a friendship, I have a gift for you. It's a sharp beak. Not too bad. If we had a flying type move on Dragonite, that'd be kind of dope. But we don't. So Route 40. So we get a new encounter for Route 40, which we can surf or fish for. What? I'm the first to arrive. There will soon be a battle frontier past here. I'm in line to be the first one there. I haven't slept for days. Get in line if you want to be the second one in. Yo, I thought you were here waiting on that Switch, which, oh, shout out, dude. Nintendo Switch comes out tomorrow from the time you're watching this. That's kind of wild. That's kind of wild. It's several days for me because as we've already broken the fourth wall, I could have played that off so cool too. I could have played that off so cool too because I was gonna say he was standing in line to get that Switch, but anyway, why don't we get an encounter? That sounds good. And we haven't had a chance to surf for encounters yet, so why don't we do that? Why don't we surf for our encounter? That sounds like a great idea. Let's surfy surf here. And Lyra is trying to call me again. I feel like it's a terrible idea. Oh, snap. I almost was in Olivine City. I didn't want to be there. This is Route 40, and it's a P-less one, which is already, that's dupes. We have one in our PC. Also, in between episodes, I looked in our PC and kind of realized that we got some pretty ridiculous power in our PC right now, which is pretty exciting because we already have, oh, and it's a Poliwrath. It's a Poliwrath. Look at that. Technically, how does this work? Technically, Poliwrath is dupes. Technically, Poliwrath could be considered species because it's from the same evolutionary line as... But I kind of feel like I want to get it because... I kind of feel like I want to get this. Like, I don't know how that works because technically... Like, if it were Poliwag or Poliwhirl, I feel like I could call it a species. Like, call it species rule. But then it's like, well, is it the same case with, like, if you catch, like, a evolution? Like, now that I have a Glaceon, can I call dupes on Jolteon and Flareon and stuff? I don't feel like you can. So I feel like for split evolution lines, if you encounter the final form of the Pokemon, that it doesn't count, if that makes sense. I don't know if that's making sense. Because we have a Politoed. That's why I say that. We have a Politoed. So... to an extent, I feel like, oh, you should be able to take a slam. You're level 21. You should be able to take a slam. Yeah, look at you. Look at you. Look at that. It's a female too. It's angry. It's, yo, why does Poliwrath look like angry Blue Jay? Blue Jay on toast. Let's see. We're gonna throw a Great Ball. So I'm gonna catch it. I don't really know how that ruling works because. Obviously, you know, if we had like a Poliwag, if this had been a Poliwag or a Poliwhirl, I feel like, you know, hey, that's dupes because we have a Politoed. But this is Poliwrath, which is like a different evolution line technically from the same Pokemon. So I don't really know. I don't really know if that still technically counts as species or not. Why is this thing being obnoxious? Stay in your lane and stay in the ball. Bro, you're paralyzed. There we go. Come on, man. We're going to spend an entire episode trying to catch an angry Blue Jay. Although an energetic skilled swimmer that uses all of its muscles, it lives on dry land. All right, so I'm going to call this, there's not going to be enough room for angry Blue Jay. Hold on. let's do this. Let's go. We're gonna call this Blue Jay. Blue Jay. Angry face. Grr. Blue Jay. All right, so we got angry Blue Jay. I should put the little face first. Anyway, so I'm gonna maybe I could have called that a species. I don't really know how that works. I don't think I've ever really had that situation occur. Like, obviously, if you have, like, evolution situation, technically they're species because it's the same Pokemon, but I just feel like, you know, it's kind of lame to call it, you know. So technically, if, like, even though I caught a Glaceon, if I were to run into a Flareon or something like that, technically speaking, I could call species clause. So, like, branching evolutions make things kind of confusing. So I don't know if I can encounter new stuff if I go this way. Like, now this is Olivine City. The last place I was on Route 40. So I got a Route 40 encounter. I need to remember that. But this is Olivine. So I don't know if it's going to be the same Pokemon available here, or that's a Mamoswine, which is species because we do have Piloswine. Which is kind of ironic. And TM71's Thunder Shock. Dope. Dope. That powerful Thunder Shock. Why couldn't it have been Thunderbolt? It's Thunder Shock, not Thunderbolt. Oh, it's a Quilava. It's a Quilava. Yo, I'm down. I'm down. I'm cool with this. I'm cool with this. I'm cool with this. This is a great encounter. Yo, this is my original starter Pokemon I ever used in a game was Cyndaquil. So we're playing the original, like we're playing the remake of the original game that I played, which was Pokemon Silver. Bro, I can't attack you though. All right, well, let's see. We caught Chikorita pretty easily last time around, so maybe we'll get lucky and hold on. Let's see what we can do. I know this is like silly, but I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch into. I feel like you could take a quick attack from Livewire though. Could you take a quick? I mean, Glaceon ate up a. It's a quick attack. Quick attack's not that strong. Yeah, that's about what I expected it to do. That's acceptable. That's acceptable. Okay. Oh man, that one shook several times. Come on. Come on, baby. Do I use one of my Ultra Balls? I feel like I should save my Ultra Balls. I only have 2 of them right now. Or is this an instant? Yo, if I don't get it by the time I get to 10 Pokeballs, I'm gonna throw an Ultra Ball. Look at this. He just does not want to get in the ball. He is resilient. He is focused. Oh, right when we were to 10 Pokeballs, right when we got to 10 Pokeballs, we catch the Quilava. Yo, nice. This Pokemon is fully covered by non-flammable fur. It can withstand any kind of fire attack. So I'm gonna call you. I think I know how to spell this. It's kind of ironic because this is kind of the opposite of. This is kind of the opposite, but let's see. All right, it is how I thought it was. I wasn't sure if it was 1 or 2 Ks, but I'm gonna call you Zuko. I'm gonna call you Zuko. And it's kind of funny because Zuko was definitely not resistant to fire because he had a big scar on his face from being blasted by fire. So, but yo, Zuko, great character from a great show, man. If you have not watched Avatar: The Last Airbender, I've talked about that several times already in this series, man. Avatar is such a great show, man. I bought the box set of the entire series. And I watched through the entire thing. Basically every day I was watching, or pretty much every day I would sit down and watch a few episodes, like at nighttime. And honestly, it has been like a super highlight for me. Like it's been the highlight of my day for quite a while to like sit down and watch watch that series because it's such a good series. It really is. And I just finished it actually from the time I'm recording this yesterday. Man, and I'm not gonna lie, man, it had me feeling all kinds of emotions at the end of that because it's such a good series, man. Would you like to face the sea and fish? Wait. So this is where you get the good rod. So maybe you don't get the super rod. I thought you got the super rod. Maybe you get the super rod at the Lake of Rage. I don't remember. Maybe I'm thinking of first gen of where you get the super rod. I don't know. I should know this. I'm being a scrub. Okay, so I've pretty much visited everybody. I don't remember how many trainers are in the lighthouse, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and see what we can do. Like, let's see how much progress we can make. All right, this is gonna take us all the way to the top, which I want to do because there's an item. It's a timer ball. Okay. So let's slide back down. Slide back down the elevator. We'll see how many trainers there are. We might can blast through these guys. Are you a trainer? I think I just talked to you actually. I don't know what I'm doing. All right. And I don't remember if... Oh, yeah, there is a puzzle element to this. I remember what it is. Because I was like... I remember that you had to, like, drop through the floor and stuff originally in the lighthouse to figure out how to get to the top. But it's different this time around. I'm not going to learn agility because I got Thunder Wave, which is another form of speed control that I'd rather use, honestly. And it's more helpful for catching Pokemon. No, let's not trade numbers. You realize how much more progress we could make in an episode if we didn't have to, like, constantly tell people we don't want their numbers? Question of the day. Question of the day. If you could bend an element, which of the elements would you rather bend? Earth, fire, water, or air? Because I've been on my Avatar grind. I've been on my Avatar grind and watching that series. And in Avatar, there are 4 elements, 4 elemental benders: earth, water, air, and fire. Which one would you bend if you could? Meowth. I think, man, I'm really hard pressed. I think if I had to pick, I would go with being an earthbender. I think being an earthbender would be sick. It would either have to be earthbender or airbender. One of those two. Which is funny because in the show, they're like polar opposites. Like, as for Aang being the Avatar, it's like earthbending was the hardest for him to learn because it was the opposite of air. So it's kind of, I guess, ironic that I would say that I would be one of those two. But I think the reason I say earth, I think I would probably lean towards air. The reason that I say earth is because I just love Toph. Toph was my favorite character from Avatar. Hands down. I'm asleep. Really. Charlie, wake up. Wake up, Charlie. Charlie, wake up. Take it out. We can't do this. Charlie, Sudowoodo, get out of here. Oh my goodness. Making me all kinds of nervous. Making me all kinds of nervous. But, I can take you. I can take you. Bayleaf? Bro. Yeah. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Toph was my favorite character, hands down, in Avatar. My second favorite was probably... Oh, that's a lot. That's a lottie. That is a lottie. I'm gonna go into Bellerive. Check this, because I got Twister now. You can't hit me super effectively, and I got Twister. Boy, look at that. Look at that. That's called Pro Strats. Is that where? No, it's right here that I have to. I remember whenever I was playing this, I had such a hard time figuring out what I was supposed to do, like how to get through here in the game. And it was all because I didn't realize Cyndaquil. Why does everybody have legendaries here? Hello? What is with all these legendary dragons? This lighthouse is chocked full of legendary dragons. It's kind of crazy. Let's get this antidote and use it before I lose all my HP on Pearl. Man, Charlie got mollywopped. Charlie nearly got mollywopped because it was asleep. Because it was asleep. Yo, Dragon Rage on the slow, bro. Just breeze through that thing. Just breeze through that thing. What is this? This is a Master Ball. It's TM47 Covet. All right, let's slide out. Let's slide out this door. See, I didn't realize that's how you fall down in this game, is you have to actually walk out that. I want to call it a door, but seeing as it leads to a long fall, I don't think I can call it a door. It's more of a yo, netball. We're getting all kinds of Pokeballs in this episode, which is okay because Zuko took all kinds of my Pokeballs, and it looks like we got a couple more trainers we got to try and get through. So let's see if we can make some headway. I'm gonna go into Livewire, who is going to proceed to Thunder Punch you in the face, take some rough skin damage, and you got a Corsola as well. Yo, you were made for this trainer. You were made to fight this trainer, Livewire. What? That's a new one. That is a new one for me. That time the sprite didn't even glitch out. The sprite just wasn't there. You could see the shadow of it moving, but that was weird. Quick powder. Quick powder. I think we're to the top though, which is kind of sick. Kind of sick. Kind of nice. Kind of clean. Let's go into Livewire. We resist that gust. We're gonna Thunder Punch you in the face. Aftermath. Bro, I need to think about what I'm doing. I'm speeding up through these battles to try and make progress. Trash. Actually trash. Actually trash. Vadi. 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 Look at this thing. Look at this thing. Catch a headbutt. And then a Uxie. Bro. You're gonna have a Makahita and then you're gonna have an Uxie? That's wild. I'm gonna headbutt you. Because I'm choice banded, I can't do anything else. I'd much rather hit you with a Shadow Sneak, TBH. Quit prolonging the inevitable and hitting Endure. Yo, the legendary Pokemon were real in this Lighthouse. I don't know what the deal is. Hello? Still more. 2 more trainers we got to get through. I mean, we might as well. We've committed. I don't know what is going on, dude. How? How are there this many legendaries in this tower, in this lighthouse? This is kind of wild. Oh, what legendary Pokemon are you gonna have? I don't know why I'm leaving Pearl in the front. Oh, you just have a Kadabra. Alright. You know what? You're pretty frail. You could... Okay, I better switch. I've pressed my luck too many times already in this match. I pressed my luck. He used Kinesis. My evasiveness, or my accurate... No, it's my evasiveness, I think. I don't remember. Anyway, I missed my attack. That's all that matters. And I pressed my luck still. So let's go into Bellerive. Houndoom, you can catch a Surf, my dude. Ninetales, you got fire Pokemon out off the chain. Off the chain. Ninetales is awesome, man. I love Ninetales. Ninetales is a great Pokemon. Ninetales is a great Pokemon. Let's get this Heat Rock. Speaking of hot and fire and flames and heat and hey, we made it to the top. Oh, this is Jasmine. Do I have any water left? I don't think I do. Just enough to maybe not let me kill my voice when I do this voice. I said voice twice. That's weird. Okay. I'm going to talk to Jasmine, and Pearl, you talk to Ampharos.
This Pokemon always kept the sea lit at night, but it suddenly got sick. It's gasping for air. I understand that there is a wonderful pharmacy in Cianwood, but that's across the sea, and I can't leave Amphi unattended. May I ask you to get some medicine for me, please?
So you just you unlocked the door and just assumed I was gonna go do it anyway. Real nice, real nice, real nice. All right, well, let's take the elevator down to the first floor. And I think with that being said, now is as good a place as any for us to wrap up this episode. We did battle all the trainers in the Lighthouse, so which is kind of what I wanted to do. I don't know how you guys feel about me speeding up through trainer battles and stuff like that all the time, but I like to try and make as much progress as we can. And see, this whole episode, we knocked out everything that we had to do in Olivine City, as opposed to only getting a couple of encounters and talking to people and having to do the Lighthouse in a completely different episode. I don't know if you would rather it be that way, which way you would rather it be, but anyway, we're going to wrap this episode up right here. In the next episode, I guess we are going to be setting sail, or setting surf, I should say, to Cianwood City, which is not only the location of the medicine that we need for Amphi the Ampharos, but also the location of our next gym battle. So, I hope you enjoyed this episode. As always, if you did, be sure to hit that like button for us. And thank you guys so much for checking out the video, and thank you so much for your support. But I'm gonna make it like an Abra and get out of here, so have yourselves a good day. Stay cool. We will catch you next time.